Okay, special guest appearance with Annabelle. All right, so I'm about to build this. Let me see. Let me make sure that y'all can see my screen. Okay, there we go. See ya. Okay, so we have everything here. I added a whole bunch of skills. So these are skills that I have globally. I just add them through. I'm gonna flesh this out quite a bit, actually, because yeah, there's just a lot. Uh, so you guys get to see the entire process. That's what we're gonna do today. So I already had a terminal open. Quad, this here, get rid of that one. I got some stuff going on there. I'm gonna open up another instance. Please clean up the skills and update this directory with the best practices. So there's like a skill creation best practice that I came across. I'll go find it real quick. And this is just like in the docs. It's not like a secret setting or something. That's what's blowing my mind about all this cloud code stuff. People aren't they're it's like they're late to it, but it was around for a while. It's been around all last year. Um, so anyways, whatever. So those are the skills, and then let me see. I'll open up another instance on the side here and say, let's update the phased plan with the improvements available from having the quad components in the code base now. So basically, how I build should change because I have agents like backend dev, drive specialist, WAP specialist. Um, and then lastly, I'm going to add an MCP server. So let's add the WAP MCP server from Quad Desktop here in Quad Code. I don't know if I'll get away with that, but let's see if it's smart enough to do that on its own. Uh, Elephant skill, it says that it's invalid. I don't believe that it's invalid. It says it is, so we'll see. Okay, I'm not gonna fight it this time. I'll fix it later. I'm actually gonna switch locations real quick because it's quieter over here. So y'all wanna come with me? Let's do it. Boom, just like that. Okay, and we can see, yep. And this. So, okay, there we go. And we're gonna go artsy fartsy here in the corner. go right here. All right, cool. Gotta add the art to it, man. I think that's important. I know this isn't like ideal for um learning, but you know, this is the thing. I'm creating a course. Yes, my so my story is kind of crazy, man. I kind of got started in this. I have a opportunity that kind of came to me through being in hackathons. The first hackathon I ever did was a Meta sponsored hackathon at their HQ, which is wild by itself. But I got in good with a VC, and shout out to AITX. They showed nothing but love. Jake and Michael showed a ton of love, and they allowed me to have a desk there, and they watched me grow and get better and host my own hackathons and cater to the vibe coding community, et cetera, et cetera. So it's been like, how good is good for me? And it's very important that I'm legit good at this. I think I'm pretty good, but I want to get to where it's like undeniable. I've already gotten to a stage to where I beat the competition and won as far as getting a job goes. So that's a big deal. Uh, I currently work with an ad agency and I build out all their AI workflows and do a whole bunch of data related stuff from Blue Highlighted Text, previous previous life. But I guess the point that I'm trying to make, man, is even if I do it unorthodox, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do my way. I'm gonna build this out my way because I know that everything that I like in every uh, breadcrumb that I picked up along the way, as far as why am I building a certain way and why am I interested in this AI stuff in the way that I am, and taking the angle that I've taken, it all's worked so far. So I have a lot of, I guess, confidence in the way that I've been approaching this. Not because I'm better than anybody or smarter than anybody or any of that stuff, but more so like settings files. I wonder what that means. Let's see. I don't think I've ever used this doctor thing. Remove the invalid settings files. Watch me break my whole shit right now. Okay, so best practices applied. We did the skills, the directories, repo manager, progressive disclosure, reference files. That is all skills in the third person perspective, one level deep reference, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. We're happy. So that's good. Phase, no. What is this? What was I doing here? Let me update the phase plans with the improvements available now. Okay, yeah, that's true. And then this is the MCP thing. Let's just continue here. Remove invalid settings.json. That's fine. And I'll be right back. Um, I'll be right back. I gotta grab the rest of my stuff. Okay, I'm back. Back. Let me So yeah, anyways, my journey a little different, man. A little different. It's been a lot of what I like to say, thugging it out, doing a lot. Um, restart Cloud Code and run blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. So I gotta restart Cloud Code. Let's do that real quick. They're not gonna let me do it like that. Maybe this will do it. Okay, now restart here. MCP. And then it's going to give me a pop-up terminal. I didn't really have to do it that way. I don't know why I did, but you know, let's go here. I'm not trying to. I got Docker there. Bottom Chrome is good. The GHL game is good. I got a lot of MCP servers that are not connected and not useful right now, which I'm not sure why that is. I need to do something about it. Let's see something real quick. What's going on? As long as y'all can't see my whole shit, I'm good. Let's see. So one thing that I like to do is I'll copy the path and then just drop it in right here. I can't see the WAP MCP server yet. And then this gives you a space down, and then you do that. And so it's configured, but I need to be able to see it. So there we are. Need to probably make this larger. This maybe. It should be a little bit easier to read. Okay, so it's thinking it's correct. The WAP MC is unloading. I can see. Go ahead, but no WAP tools. Try these fixes. Restart. Restart to take check if npx can find the package. I don't want to do npx. Let's go exit and quad. This is probably what they meant when they said exit. And it says IDE disconnected. It's about to come back. I think, hopefully. And now it's readable. Yeah, okay. So that's good to know. Move forward. Then whatever that is, MCP. There's a lot I don't know, man. Well, SDK API. Okay, here we go. Let's rock it. Let's see. Get API endpoint schema, list, invoke, and then search docs. All right, cool. We are good. Awesome. Let's start. The plan. Where's my phase build? Where's phase one at? Yeah, here we go. Phase one is what product setup. All right, cool. Yeah, let's start there. so I can get rid of stuff that I don't need. So this guy, I exited this. Don't need that one. Let's see what this is. I want to kill everything. WAP products, setup, WAP products, webhooks, blah, 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 blah. So all the phase builds, I don't know why the IDE is disconnecting. Figure that out a little bit later. But okay, there we go. Uh, so I'm gonna do one other thing, quad, dangerously. Skip permissions, and I'm okay with doing this. So that's gonna do what it does. Okay, cool. Let's do this just since I got an audience here. Let's go explore the code base and understand what is meant to be built right now before we start the build. Make sure to update the phased plans according to the MCP tools and Claude components now accessible. Just a little extra caution here. I don't know, man. I like the process of being super thorough with builds. It's fun, and I'm learning that you can kind of see it if you take the time, right? There's a roadmap here. There's an architecture document here. Here's the whole system. So this is called I think they call it a ASCII, ASCII is what I've heard it called. Once I found out that that's what this type of chart is called, I started building them all the time. Every single time that I have a tool like this, I'm pretty much in it. And so I'm wondering if I should add Supabase to this. Um, let's ask. So I'm going to each phase now has mouse, webhook, phase, components integration. So this has already happened. So I'm just being redundant right now. This is the pop-up that I had earlier. Let me get rid of that. So I'm going on with the status line. I need to fix that. I don't know why that looks horrible. Let's not do that. Okay. Um, so watch this. I noticed in the system markdown file, there is a Supabase component. Download and use the Supabase CLI tool now. So let's see what it says back. List all code and config files in this project. It's just doing its research on that side and then this side. And we're good. And this is frozen. That's fun. Fuck, man. I don't know how to make it so that I don't have this freaking issue. My shiny head is in the way. All right. Show full directory tree structure. Yeah, that's fine. My recommendation: hold off on the suit. Here's why: Express setup, TypeScript, basic scaffolding, no database yet. 1 through 3, no database yet. Database comes relevant around phases 3 and 4. Uh, Two options. I can do it local, more setup overhead with the CLI, or I can do it through a dashboard plus client, faster to start, visual schema builder, less version control. Uh, hmm. Let's set it up in the background. Let's create a dedicated agent. I'll just say sub agent and use it in the background while we complete the phased pass. So this is doing this thing over here. And so I'm going to have it create a whole separate skill uh, and a sub agent. So for the longest, I was so confused about agents, sub agents, what the differences were between them: commands, hooks, agents, skills, MCP, servers, MCP tools. It was just, it's one of those things where, yeah, I just didn't know. And I've been here before and I know what it's like to not even have the language for building. And one thing that I learned is that a subagent is a agent that spins off of the main Claude agent, but a skill is legit just Claude. So it's a agent with a very specific system prompt and access to certain tools. So the long answer of that is it is confusing. The short answer is a subagent is just a process that runs in the background with specific um, accesses. I don't want to record anyways. I never was supposed to be recording. That's doing that. That's weird. Okay, so let's keep rocking. This is really just freaking super annoying. I don't know how it's getting. I don't know how to display capture. It's screwing up. I think I'm gonna have to do like application capture and try to see if this is any better than trying to just do the display thing. I think maybe the display is like doing too much for me. Anyways, whatever. Uh, I watched a video that was pretty interesting the other day about like sometimes all this social media strategy and stuff, you can get too good at it and end up missing out on your opportunity to be bad in private. So like public um, mess ups and breaking and everything in between. So this has been kind of interesting for that. I'm building this as this happens. Uh, so if I would have left that last sentence on this instance, then I would have tried to kick off the phase builds here, but it's happening already on the left hand side. So this that says node, that's Claude Code. And then this is the Claude Code by way of extension. So you'll notice that it's a whole different situation. Let me show you. So this is like very robust with the more beginner friendly, uh, not really a terminal situation. And even when it pops up, it's got like the the logo and all your past conversations. You can just click on things. You don't even have to. I could just use the voice, one of those voice tools, and speak to it. I mean, I could do that on other things too, but clicking on files and folders, using my slash commands this way, and clicking. There's no like me having to do anything else there. And then I can do some things here. It's pretty nuts, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty dope and it's pretty nuts. Even if I wanted to get a plugin, I could open it up here. Uh, and ultimately, I have to go to the terminal. But when I say terminal, I mean this right here. So if I click on that and I open this up in the editor area, because it's easier to work with when it's up here, in my opinion. So I'll just move this bash over here, and then I'll move this over here. So we open this whole thing up. But this is that system design that I was talking about earlier. So it just kind of shows how it all comes together visually. I'm a visual person, so I like to see this conceptually. Um, but right now, this is what's happening. We're doing the phase plan. We're in the terminal, and this is one way you'll notice. But also, this is Node, so it's a I don't know the cannot create temp file no space left on device. That's not true. Dude, I just sat here and cleared up 10 gigs. Why is this happening? This is crazy. Maybe I've got too much going on. Just a guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's really annoying though. Kill these two and see what happens. Maybe that helps. Okay, so I'm gonna let this run through. I'm at 1.1K tokens and it's been 7 minutes, so we're moving at a snail's pace. Uh, Something tells me that it's on me. Damn. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a solution so that I can show you guys while I'm using this old laptop. It's an M1 Pro uh, from 4 or 5 years ago, and I've got a coding computer at my office in Antler. Um, so I have like a dedicated coding computer. I just wanted to make a video today here without having to go to the office, but skill will be wished for, right? So gotta sit here and suffer through this. And so running OBS and doing this is kind of a lot right now. Let me come up with a solution. I'll be back. I'm sorry to be back and forth on you guys today. I will be showing you builds, several of them, but at least just know this. My entire WAP process and how I handle it and how I give people access to um, content and send out announcements, and I might have to manually go in and check quality for like make sure people aren't botting. That's been a bit of an issue, but everything else I think I'll be able to do programmatically and also have the Supabase piece. I got to think of other tools that go together well with WAP. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have a little system here. You guys get to see me build it, and then I'm gonna use me building the system as content to then get clipped, to then get engagement, to then sell people a course that shows them how I built the WAP tools that I'm using. So It's fun, man. It's all for fun. It's not. Yes, I can do some serious things with this. Yes, I take my client work very serious. But I'm gonna have fun while I'm building different things. I built something with Strudel yesterday. Um, I'll show you guys that on a dedicated stream. But basically, it's a music production app, and I'm really into drum and bass and jungle and liquid DnB and atmospheric DnB, etc., intelligent DnB, whatever. Um, and I want to make my own. And I've had a dream to produce my own drum and bass for a very, very long time, for at least 15 years, I'd say. So for me, this is an opportunity for me to learn that and showcase that. So that's coming down the pipe as well. Uh, we're at 10 minutes, 1.1K tokens. So we are moving at a snail's pace, and I'm shutting down OBS so that I can free up some compute. Sorry, until I find a solution, it's going to be like that.